Well, hey, everybody. Good Saturday morning. I hope everyone is doing well. Everyone asked for it and they wanted to see me here. Y'all don't know, she my god sister. And we have the same godmother, and she's actually named after her. Um, so I have with me in the studio audience today, Miss Jerry Winfrey Carter. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, all. I am so happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here. Because people they really don't see us interacting except for when we're in that council meeting. And for some reason, it amazes me that they really don't think you are a very, very smart woman. You are a you are a mathematician, I would say.
Well, I taught math. I
Taught
did.
math.
Yeah, I taught. Actually, my degree is in chemistry.
Now
I
listen,
taught high school
when it came
chemistry for years.
high school chemistry.
Yes, and then on the college level, I taught math. And now I am the director of an adult literacy program. I help individuals get their GEDs.
So listen, she's smart.
Sometimes.
She's smart. She's smart. She's smart. She's intelligent. And this is my home girl. It's my home girl. So I always like to highlight when women who are doing something great, and you are doing something great, and you're currently working on your PhD.
Yes, I did take a break because, ooh, girl.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
When you're
it's
an
a
adult
lot.
going back to school,
But it was a lot. I was hanging in there, but this new council,
it's a lot.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I couldn't do it. So
Well,
I took a break,
mhm.
and I'm gonna get back with it and finish it up. I'm actually writing my dissertation. So
Oh, well, all right. Well, we're gonna look forward to that. Well, I want to send a shout out to Mickey. Good morning, Mickey.
Mickey,
Mickey is the
Mickey.
man behind the scene because everyone keeps asking, who puts that stuff up? Who do all that? Mickey is our technical guy. Mickey is the everything guru. So he gets it done. So if you are listening, because today's show gonna be hot. We almost needed some fans up in here. It's
Oh yeah.
gonna be hot. It's getting hot in here. So
Hey.
I'm telling y'all. So I need y'all to click, like, and share because this is going to be an interesting show. So at our last council meeting, and it's really, you know, I come there to do the business. And I know you come there to do the business
I
and to be
do.
fair. And if we had to elect any or a new president of the council, I feel it should be you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, but I
That
know
would be
you are fair.
way too much.
You are a very fair person and knowledgeable. You know the rules. You don't make them up.
And I try to be fair. I try to be calm. But you
Hmm.
know, when you're sitting there and you're listening at everything that's going on,
Hmm.
I kind of get a little boiling point. That's why I had to get up and leave that meeting on Monday night.
Well, I got two warnings,
Right.
and she uses.
We both got up
We
and left
got up and
during that
left,
second warning. Cause I'm looking at her like, what?
and it's to the point to where we're talking about Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, who is currently the vice president of the Flint City Council, and I don't. I take it. I don't. I take it very seriously when you are there charged to do a job, and
Mhm.
especially to bring our community together that has had a water crisis, a pandemic, gym pullout. We've lost over half of the population. Over half of the population has left, and we still are having since our census. I think we lost over like another 2,000 people. So
Right.
I take it very serious when someone is in that seat. You have a right to be fair. You have a responsibility, should I say, to be fair. You have a responsibility to do what's right when you are in that seat. And you
Mhm.
have a responsibility to be truthful and transparent.
Yes.
Truthful and transparent. And so, Mickey, that it got heated. So we were admonished by Councilman Quincy Murphy this week when he told us that, you know, if the shoe fit, wear it. I mean, I'm like, who, listen, who is he talking to?
You know, at one point, me and you, it was kind of synchronized.
You know,
We said, point
we here to do the business. 5 or 6 of us is here to do the business. Well, y'all might be there to do some of the business, but some of that's funny business after
Right,
I
right.
talked with Ashley Capital. But we gonna get into that. So Mickey, we're not gonna take my words because we know in them council meetings they will double down on a lie. They will double down on it. So if you can hit it at that 3-minute 42, 3 hour 42 minute.
So we have 12 items that we will have for the consent agenda.
Point of order, Madam. What's left?
230208,
No slow. I'm slow.
230208,
What page? What page, madam?
page number
Point
4, page number
Have a text while you're doing a click, like, and share. So when he was telling us on how we should be as council people, he should be the last person telling anybody how to be as a council person, and I don't know how he recalls things, just as he stated um, about you getting involved with Eva Worthing, we're not here for that. I'm like, did he not remember there is a video of him walking behind Mays? He had something to say every meeting that I chaired. He would roll his eyes, and that Nick Few has got him down.
Yes,
He
yes.
has got him down to a T. You know? And so
He even sounds like
he
him.
sounds just like him. And I'm like, he had to really study him to do that. And when we have I always tell people after our council meetings, the next day is like a PTSD
Yes,
day
it is.
because it's so much trauma. Yeah. I will make you do the commercials. Even though 3 hour and 42.
To my colleagues, when y'all be on Facebook and y'all going back and forth with each other on Facebook and making comments, and even with Eric May's supporters. So here's what I see happening. you got some Eric May supporters out there that believe that he can't do no wrong. So therefore, they are loyal to him, and regardless of whatever he do, whatever he say, they going to believe whatever he say or do regardless. So my point is,
Request for information.
What's your request?
Mr. Murphy, you don't have authority to speak for the people who support and vote for me, do you? That's your opinion. You're not speaking for them, are you?
So,
I'm gonna take up.
so that was an improper request for information according to council rules. Please proceed,
Not
Mr.
gonna let him
Murphy.
attack people who vote.
Mr. Mays, you don't have the floor. Go ahead, Mr. Mays.
thank you. So what's happening is you got a lot of people out here that is emotionally attached to Eric Mays, and I call them the Amen group because they amen whatever, regardless of whatever. Then you got people, my family and friends that have supported me over the years that know that my work speaks for itself. That I keep telling them, no, don't come down here because I already know if they come down here and you got the Amen group over here doing this, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but get a whole bunch of police officers coming in here because you gonna have my peoples versus they peoples going against each other because my peoples believe in me just like y'all believe in him. And what we need to do as a council is just denounce this stuff and continue the business. What I want those who's trying to invest in the city of Flint, who's trying to be appointed on different boards, I want you guys to know that 5 or 6 of us up here is open for business. And I'm not saying the other ones don't sometimes support, but we are open for business to the police, the chief of police, to the mayor's office. We are open for business on the city council. When y'all come up here and y'all want to do business with us, 5 or 6 of us, or however my colleagues decide they want to do, we are willing to work with you. Those businesses that's trying to do some investment in the city of Flint, we want to work
Request
with
for
y'all.
information.
What is your request? I heard Ms. Burns.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you stating that to the speaker, are you stating I'm not here to do business? Please clarify.
What he's saying.
Request for information.
Okay, Ms. Word, Ms. Carter.
Are you saying that there's only 5 to 6 council members up here that come and sit here to do the business?
All right, proceed, Mr.
Thank
Murphy.
you. What I'm saying is if the shoe fit, wear it. Okay. Back to what I was saying. If we don't come together,
How we go?
and when these
Request for information
What is your request?
to the speaker. How can we come together and you are just separating us? You're contradicting yourself, sir. Do you realize that? Am I muted? Okay, so this stuff is it's really laughable because we were like, I mean, we are all elected officials. He didn't put you in your seat. He didn't put me in my seat.
Right.
And open for business. Well, I'm questioning what kind of open for business that you open for, because we are there to be the check and the balance of the city. The administration is the executive branch. We're the legislative branch. You don't work for the mayor. But when you got people saying, and they're running to everybody, and the mayor saying, I have 5 people that that I have. Don't worry about going through city council. I have 5 people to get anything through. You better watch, because they be calling and telling me. They better watch it, because I'm gonna be transparent and I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. Because I'm tired of
I
this.
get those calls.
You get them too.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Flint getting ripped off and everybody trying to get a lick. Mickey, put up this chart. Now I'm gonna put up this chart apart, and I'm gonna explain why. Because we have Ashley Capital, who is here. So it says in the Flint City Charter, it states a public servant shall not accept gifts, gratuities, honorary, or other things of value from any person or company doing business or seeking to do business with the city of Flint. Okay, we can take that down. Now we know Ashley Capital came; they were here, and
Right.
I actually like the fact, and they're going to get a bad rap because of some things that some people may have done, but I like the fact that they are coming here. They're going to develop that Buick site. It's 300 acres. That site has got, even
Mhm.
though it's a Browns field, it has the capability with the power wrapped around it to run the city of Flint. There are
Right.
only 5 sites like Buick City in the entire United States. Because that was one of the properties when we were talking when I worked in economic development, and working with DPW, because you got to
Mhm.
know, how do you fit a certain type of companies? What are they looking for? How do you get them out there to sell those sites? That's done in economic development by bringing new industry here.
Right.
So I knew what that site was about before Ashley Capital came. So with them having high pressure natural gas, fiber optics, you've got your sewer, you've got your water, you can, with the powerhouse, you can run the city of Flint off of that. So when Councilman Mays stated, and he stated when he was running for mayor, I took $1,000 that they donated to my campaign.
Sure
I
did.
put it on my campaign finance. It was on $1,000. And Ashley Capital met with, they offered everyone the opportunity to go and meet. I in twos. I went with Dennis Pfeiffer. Me and him went over. We met at the county with everyone. And we only had the one meeting. And in our meeting, I don't remember asking for anything. I mean, I didn't do that. But we later found out some others did.
Mhm.
So when Ashley Capital, we had the meeting that was at Metropolitan Baptist Church. Now let me go back to the meeting when we in council, when Council Mays, the last time before we had the vote to send, I believe, Ashley Capital for public hearing.
Right.
And he stated
He
he
disclosed. Yep.
again
Yep.
the $1,000 that he filed in his campaign finance report. And so I'm looking across and I'm looking at Councilman Murphy, and I'm looking the way he looking at Liddell Lewis. I'm like, something didn't happen here. I need to talk to Ashley Capital, because I'm like,
Mhm.
So this past, was it Thursday?
Yes.
Thursday,
Yes.
they
It was
had the
Thursday.
EPA Eagle, were there, Ashley Capital and Race to Trust. So before it started, I got there about a half hour early. And they didn't start really till 6:45, but they were supposed to be starting at 6. So they kind of mingled, let people look at the maps and things. And so I'm sitting there talking, and I have sitting next to me, Deacon AC Dumas. Now, and I don't want them to get mad because I love all y'all. Deacon AC Dumas, um, Wilbur Papa Jared, Effie Baby's boy. I know I got that right because I didn't heard it so many times. And then I had Arthur Woodson sitting next, standing up, going back and forth with Ashley Capital. So I couldn't stay the entire time. I had another event to go to. And so I had asked Papa, I said, but Papa, I said, can I get in here for a minute? I need to ask him a question. He said, Tonya Burns, I'm a developer. I own all this down here. I said, Papa, I just got one question. So then I got a split second because Woodson going back and forth. No, that's not what Patricia said. And I'm like, oh God. So the three of them together, y'all can imagine how they are. And so when Woodson was talking to Papa, I snuck into Ashley. They were kind of trying to ease out and around them, and I caught them. And they were very nice. And I said, hey, I have a question. I said, can you, as a Councilman Mays did state that he had he had received $1,000 and he had filed it on his campaign finance when he was running for mayor. I said, my question, she says, oh yes, he did. And we do things, we do help out in the community. So like a community benefit contract. I said, well, did you sign a community benefit contract? And then they just kind of looked at each other. And so then she states, I said, well, did any other council members receive anything? And I said, did Quincy Murphy receive anything? And she said, oh, well, yeah, well, we ordered a lawnmower. I don't know if the lawnmower's in, but we did get a lawnmower. And then I said, well, what about Liddell Lewis? She's got that Halloween thing, which is her haunted trails. And we do give to that. Now the haunted trails is nice. I'm denying it's fun, and it's a good event that she holds in I call it Forest Park, but it's Max Broom. And so Papa said, well, what kind of lawnmower was that? Well, we know it was a riding one. Well, Mickey, can you put the picture up of that of that lawnmower? Blow that up. It's supposed to be. I'm hearing this the Rolls Royce that they start at $10,000.
What you call them? Is it one of
X
them
mark
turn wheels?
Zero turn.
Yeah, the zero turn.
Yeah. I'm like,
that's nice.
I'm like, what in the Flint City charter scholar doesn't Quincy Murphy get? Because he's a charter scholar who does not follow the charter.
Right. He helped write the charter.
But he don't enforce it, nor does he follow it.
Charter commissioner.
He breaking that charter left and right.
Right.
So she says to me, and they were very nice. She says, well, do you need, I'm having just a very casual conversation. And I said, no, I said, I don't need, I said, no, I don't need anything for my ward. I understand clearly you can't take gifts.
Right.
And if so, you need to recuse yourself. You should not be voting on anything with Ashley Capital. So, and it goes to Councilman Mays. I feel he shouldn't be voting for Ashley Capital. You may feel differently for that one.
No, well, one of the rules too, you have to
disclose it. They have not disclosed.
Right. If you disclose,
right,
you can. But oftentimes, I mean, I really don't. Like with the grocery store, I'm a member. So I decided.
You didn't vote.
I didn't vote.
And you said, I am a member. I want to be transparent.
Yeah.
You said, I want to be transparent. Yeah. I'm a member, and you recused your vote.
Right.
And I respect you for that. So now we have 3 people on that city council that have campaign donations, and 2 have unsolicited gifts that are on there. So I'm hearing that X mark lawnmower is worth, they start at $10,000.
And it's not listed on their campaign finances.
Well, people have been saying that too, because they see him out mowing that. You have got to have it listed.
Yeah.
Now throw up, and I'm going to throw up haunted trails. Did I put up there? Now she did put on there, and it's a nice event that she gives actually. And she's got her sponsors. Did I send those pictures to you, Mickey? On the list of the sponsors, Ashley Capital is not listed as a sponsor. They are a sponsor. That should have been on there as a it's not on there. So when they're voting for these items, they need to be disclosing. Yeah, but it's a haunted, it's like a flyer. No, we gonna talk. Not that one. Oh my God. Okay. So on the bottom of her of the haunted trail, I know Winters Hall had posted it. She I know Winters Hall had posted it, and I'll send it to you. And so she had posted it. So on the bottom of it, it does not state. It doesn't state Ashley Capital is being one of her sponsors.
Oh, okay.
You need to disclose that. They stated they have donated to this. So Mickey, it should be popping in there now. And so it's going to be at your bottom. So at the bottom, so you've got AutoZone. Okay, so there's the haunted trails. So you got AutoZone, you have got let me see because this you got Wow Outreach, AutoZone, Keep Genesee County Beautiful, Michigan State Police, Freedom Temple Ministries. She has her Service Park, which is her 501c3. Lawrence E. Moon, I believe that's her mentor. And I don't know what this last one is. It's got some Egyptian. But what she does not have on there is Ashley Capital. Ashley Capital stated they gave money to Liddell Lewis. So she has voted twice, along with Quincy Murphy, one to send it to council, not for the council. Was it send it to council? No,
Well,
to send
no,
it
to
to
send it back
public
to
hearing.
to send it to
Public
public
hearing.
hearing. Yeah.
And then there was a second vote. So they have voted twice to do two things with Ashley Capital, and they have not disclosed that somebody that got a Rolls Royce of a lawnmower and then got a not that's a bad boy. I mean, look, if you're gonna go big, go big. You
Right.
know, and that's what they said. You know, and also she should have disclosed it in Quincy Murphy. So as he's telling us, if the shoe fit, wear it. You know, and we're not there to do business.
I think we both laughed. Like it
You
was,
have to.
yeah.
I'm like, what is this? What is he talk? Does he not get it? You know, and
I don't even think he understood what he was saying. Because I surely didn't understand.
I never understand what he's saying. I never understand. Let's be clear. I
sitting there
never
kinda
understand
confused. I
what
was
he's saying.
confused. What
You
is
know,
he
but I
talking
can tell you,
about?
I'm not open for business. As he said, they open for business. So does open for business mean you get campaign donations from businesses that are coming to asking for a $72 million tax abatement?
Or who was it that he told them you need to break bread with me?
He said,
Yeah.
you come into the third ward, you
need
gotta
to sit down and break
bread with me. So breaking bread means you get a $14,000 lawnmower that you don't disclose. I mean, I'm just asking because you know I don't break. You don't come break. I want to help you. You know, if you are in there to break bread, you're in it for the wrong reasons. But let me say with Ashley Capital, it's 300 acres on the old Buick site. There's only 5 properties like that in the entire United States like that, with the source of power, the highways, the railways, the airport, the high pressure gas, the electrical, the water. Only 5. So normally it's 100% that they said if it's a Brownsfield that they keep. So Ashley Capital said, well, because Flint is so unique, you know, we will do an 80-20.
Right.
With the taxes for 30 years. We will we'll give 20% of the taxes, which will go to, it's not just the city of Flint. I think we share with the county. 20% of the taxes, then 80% we will capture, we will keep. What comes out to $72 million. So on $72 million, he shouldn't be voting on it, and he should have disclosed. And you also dealing with a property that, like I say, it's on 300 acres. It is 3.5 million square feet that they're going to be developing. This is a huge project. What are you open for business for? But he's gonna tell us if the shoe fit, wear it. If the shoe fit, wear it. Put that jumpsuit up. if the shoe fit, wear. I was like, am I in the twilight zone? Because this is very serious. You can't take campaign donations or gifts. So if you want to know, Quincy Murphy, if the shoe fit, if the shoe fit, wear it. You know, people that send you on this lawnmower, you might want to check and see if the orange jumpsuit fit, wear it. Don't worry about if the shoe fit for me. Does the orange jumpsuit fit? Because you got a Rolls Royce of an X-Mark lawnmower that everybody got pictures of you riding around. Not only that, but you get paid to cut them lots. You using the lawnmower that was given to you by Ashley Capital, and you cutting lots, making money with it. It's your money maker. I mean, come on.
I had a call just the other day. Someone called me, and you know, I know a lot of people in this city. You know, people call me. Even if they're in other wards, they will call
Yep.
me because they know me. And you know, I try to help. But this individual told me, she said, yeah, she said, I've seen you know, Quincy got that new lawnmower and he been riding around in that new lawnmower. And
It's nice.
right.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
she said, yeah, it's a nice lawnmower. I said, really? And then when you came out, when you told me about this, I was like, what?
Now let me tell you, when when I asked Ashley Capital and Arthur Woodson was there, Papa Wilbur, Papa Jerry, Effie Baby Boy was there, and I know somebody gonna get this back to Papa, but I want to. That's how Papa say his name. And then AC Deacon AC Dumas was there. I have never seen those three ever quiet, ever. It was so quiet you could have heard a mouse pee on cotton when they said, "Oh no, we gave Quincy, we ordered a lawnmower for Quincy Murphy." They was like, I don't even think they it's like they stopped breathing at that time, because here it is, the hypocrisy that Quincy had just stated. If
Right.
the shoe fit, wear
Wear
it. You know, we open for business, but I guess that's a part of, you gotta come break bread with me. You gotta break bread with me. When he was trying for the little auto place, the used car lot that he was giving, yeah. He was trying to get him the business.
Right.
So if you
You
breaking
gotta
bread,
break bread
bread
with
with me. Okay. Well, Tonya Burns ain't breaking bread. Tonya Burns ain't taking no gifts. I'm not doing that. And he should recuse himself for voting, and so should Liddell Lewis. And I believe Councilman Mays should also.
Now, you know, I did not meet with Ashley Capital.
I know you
And
too.
I'm going to tell you why. Because I think I want to be transparent. And anything you need to say to me, you can say to the public.
And see, and
You can say
I
to the
like
public.
that. I went with Dennis Pfeiffer. We went by twos, and it was a good meeting. And for me, I went because there were some things I know that we time out in that council. And with our current leadership, you know, Liddell told me she was gonna give me 30 days. The warden was gonna give me 30 days off, you know. And Tonya Burns be up in there. I'm like, this woman is hollering and just, yes. She's gonna give me 30 days. And she's gonna give me time to go home and learn the rules. I'm like, you don't even know the rules, and you made them.
Was crazy.
She was crazy. She was out of control.
And that's why I got up. I said, you know what? I'm getting ready to leave. Because you know what? I can get out of control. And I was sitting there. I was getting ready to blow a gasket. So I decided, Jerry, get up and leave.
And it was bad. It was really bad.
And I'm gonna tell you
chairs
something.
a terrible
I'm gonna
meeting.
tell you something. I happened to get the first time I went out, I had to use the restroom. A gentleman came out from the audience, and he actually signed. Someone had a petition, her recall petition out there. He signed the recall petition that day. And he said, we got to get her out of here.
Well, anytime you don't vote for your own residents, Pump Station number 5, not once but twice, where people had sewage in their basement. I'm talking about sewage like poop, urine, tampons, feces, toilet paper. When all this is floating in your basement, raw, untreated sewage, whatever you flush down your toilet was in the people's basement. And you are the councilwoman in the 2nd ward, and you did not vote on helping your residents. Right. Not once you voted no, but twice you voted no. So then she got mad too when I said you cussed out an ordained pastor, Pastor Thompson. She was heated. Then she gonna say, and Tonya Burns gonna say that she'll be telling the truth. And I was looking for a trash can that day. So I stood and towered over. Yeah, you are a bully, Liddell Lewis. And I don't know.
You have a clip of that?
Girl, I got a clip. Mickey, let me get the clip.
That was that. Wow.
Yeah, because look, we can look at the video. The video is gonna show you.
And I said to her, I walked over and I said, "Are you serious?"
Mickey, it's the one I sent at 1:08 a.m.
And she's the main person that talks about
no, that Yeah,
professional
that's
decorum. You
the
know.
okay, so she always correct. Councilwoman Winfrey Carter said she's decorum.
Yeah,
You
always
know,
talking about
decorum. And, you know, but she cussing out ordained pastors, calling them all kind of MFs. So during
telling
the
them shots
fire,
fired.
shots fired. I'm like, what in the hood? So on this clip is going to state where she was telling she was telling everyone that she was looking for a trash can. Now I don't know who made this clip. I don't know who ate one on Flynn is, but thank you for knowing to find this stuff. I have no idea who this person is. So thank you, whoever did this TikTok. So what she did was tell me, I'm looking for a trash can. I was chairing the night, and I had gotten back from a funeral from North Carolina. The officer had to come down, and she wasn't listening to the officer. So she's stating now she was looking for a trash can, that she wasn't trying to check Tonya Burns. But Mickey, let's play it.
Tonya Burns accused me of standing over trying to attack her.
Are you talking to me? I was talking to her.
Tonya Burns, listen up.
Don't. I'm not. Listen. Continue to be classy like you are. Continue to be classy. They do not. No, I got the right one. Believe that one. Believe that one. Believe that one.
You know exactly what it is.
Exactly. I don't know. Anyway, you live in Michigan. How about that one? You learn what to stop lying. You got caught lying. Because I let Eva back in that time. Okay, I'm done. Girl, bye. Listen. I was when she was out here. I'm done. No, that's not the time she left us here. You may have not been there. You're a liar. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. She don't know me. I know you live in Maryland, and I know your people. So, girl, bye. So that's what. No. You know what, Liddell? Whatever your problem is, you think that. No, I'm telling you the truth. So anyway.
Come on, let's go. Get out of here.
I'm just saying, she like to throw stones, hide her hand, and try to react. She knows what it is. This is how you learn how to chair with and finish our meeting. I mean, come on, talk to your girl. She needs to come on too. Trying to, what, yes? But you said to her, I'm done. But when she confront me, I you gonna say nothing. What I mean?
I'm just saying in front of everybody. We're all adults here.
Okay, so you can believe your lying eyes because she was looking for no trash can. She might have had
she
some.
looked like she was getting ready to charge up there.
She was, and the attorney stood there because he told me.
Now, had he not been there, she probably would have.
And so when we talk about when May said these women they like to fight, he is correct. And Officer Davis came down there and she had to tell her, be quiet, stop talking, shut up. Because she don't listen. And when the Flint police officer had to tell her, because she's aggressive.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. I'm like, girl, listen, you the size of my brother. I don't know, what is it that you doing?
Well, she got really aggressive at the meeting on Monday night.
Oh, yeah. Well,
just out of control.
She was out of control. You're going to get 30 days. That's 30 going to rant down the road. Y'all help make them illegal rules that some of them violate the state law with the Open Meetings Act. Y'all need to, you need to read them and comprehend them because they don't. Listen, learn that rule where y'all can't take gifts. That's what I want y'all to do. Learn that rule in the city charter. I put it up. I'm arguing charter. I'm not arguing a hypothetical situation. they took money and didn't disclose it. I'm like,
Quincy got a what?
he got a
13,
he got a
13,000,
Rolls Royce.
14,000.
he got
zero turn.
he got a
They call it turn around, right? You can turn around when in somebody's yard.
Oh, they
Just
say that.
make a circle.
Oh, they say it cut the grass just beautifully though. That it cuts the clippings down. It's like a mulching mower to it. It has that wide base that can expand. I ain't mad if you're gonna get a lawnmower, get the best one. Yeah, he didn't get the one that was in the he got the Bentley, you're correct. He didn't get the one that you can go in and buy out the store. They ordered his lawnmower. So, I mean, when you talking about you open for business, well, you know what? They don't have five.
What you gonna do for me? What you gonna
do
for me?
Yeah, I don't think they don't have that Fab Five anymore. I don't
You
think
don't
that.
think so?
I think they got 4. I don't think they have 5. I don't. I don't think that Candace and Dennis. Dennis is not going. Dennis is not going to go along with. Dennis is not. No. Dennis is not going to go along with taking gifts and not disclosing. He's not going to okay that.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's not Dennis. Dennis. When it comes to that, I think he's very clear on that. I'm not going to speak for him, but Dennis and I do talk. Dennis is not going.
And I know Candace is gonna do what's right.
Right.
She's gonna do what's right. I know that.
Listen, Tonya Burns don't. We say if the shoe fit, wear it. I don't look good in orange. That ain't my. I'm not trying to wear that. But Mickey, I want you to put the next one up because this is coming from the same person, and she gonna say, I think she'll tell me to stay classy or be classy or something.
Right.
Put that janky video up. The janky.
Oh yeah.
The janky video. Now this is a councilwoman.
Called the whole community
janky. After she lost a whole election in Maryland. She lost an election in Maryland and then came and called Flint people while she riding around Maryland. Janky. I'm like, what in the
and it shows a lack of respect
for our community.
A lack of respect.
It's a TikTok. Okay. So the janky video. Okay, so the janky video, she was elected to the council there in Maryland. She was the incumbent. She was finishing out someone's term.
It wasn't quite council, but it was
an elected position.
Yeah, several seats
right.
and different things like that.
So she had an elected position. She had lost. She was the incumbent. She had lost the race. She came in fourth. So Flint residents should have known they didn't want her in Maryland. We probably didn't want her here. And so after she lost this race, usually the incumbent does well. If you're doing a good job, they will elect you and keep you in office to continue the good work that you're doing. Maryland residents did not vote for her. They voted someone else in, and she came in fourth. She came in last. So this was her video that she decided to make after she lost her race in Maryland and talked about Flint. She lost in Maryland and threw, I guess, Flint underneath the bus for good measure. Mickey, play the video.
You didn't vote in Flint, Michigan. You just didn't vote. And this song is dedicated to you and yours. Put your hands together. Yeah. Put your hands together. Yeah. If you didn't vote, you janky. You janky. You janky. Your kids gonna be janky. 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 Cause you didn't vote, your kids gonna be janky. Just janky. Janky. Yo people, just janky. Yo schools, janky. Yo taxes, janky. Yo water, just janky. Didn't go vote, you janky. You janky. You janky. One more time. If you didn't go vote, you janky. You janky. Player, you janky. That's for you. So if you in Flint sipping on bottled water as you watch this video, you janky. And I'm just gonna leave that there. Ba-da-da-da-da, janky.
Please, because listen, I'm gonna speak out for the residents. You sipping on bottled water, you janky, you janky. You just lost in Maryland with your janky
Now,
self.
is that
Right.
is
And then you
that
coming decorum.
no? But I mean, is that becoming of an elected official?
Bop, bop, bop. You janky. You janky. And
I
this is
mean,
the thing.
even to call a whole community of residents,
Janky.
come on now.
And sipping on bottled water. Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, Flint is still not fixed. We
so-
have missed our.
and you have a PhD.
Well, yeah, she does. So we have just missed our 4th deadline and getting the service line fixed. Residents still have lead in the service lines. We just missed our 4th deadline, which we had to be done by July 31st. All lead lines, service lines have not been replaced, but she's making a janky video. You can't make this stuff up. Sipping on bottled water, you janky in school. So you're talking about kids in school. Yes, our schools need work, but what are you doing to? That's not going to make it better.
Because she feels like the residents didn't get out and vote. But
that was in Maryland,
right? But
and so she took it out on Flint.
Yeah, what was that all about?
You know, I don't know.
What did she have to do with the
it
election?
Speaks to her. It speaks to her character
in Flint.
Nothing. So you are correct. So Mickey, there's another TikTok underneath it because Councilman Murphy went to say in the video he talked about Councilwoman Burns shouldn't have did what she did, which I guess I got out my seat to defend myself. First, May 3rd, I sat down. July 19th, Judy hit the gavel. Everybody got up. He went along with Liddell and Eva with this. Like they get together and make up false scenarios. So what he did when I put him out of the meeting and this meetings, let's play that one. So where he stood behind Councilman Mays, he called me a name, a derogatory name, which I put him out. Quincy used every meeting he had something to say when I was chairing, every single meeting. And this meeting, when he was on his way out, he stood behind Councilman Mays and did like he puffed this, yep. Let's play the video.
I'm
going to give you
Mr. Metcalf,
warning.
take care of this foolishness.
You have been
Madam
warned.
Chair.
Councilman
Now
Mays,
do it
please
again
finish.
and you'll be gone.
Please finish, Councilman Mays.
Say what?
Okay, Councilman Murphy, I just heard you.
I ain't saying
You did too.
You
I heard you,
did.
and I'm looking right at you. I'm asking you to leave
Get
the
him
meeting,
out of
and
here.
I heard you. Officer Metcalf, I'm asking him to leave on his own.
I-
But I heard,
getting up
excuse
outta
me,
here.
and I need you to leave silently, please, because I heard everything that you said over there. You can just, well, no, I'm right here.
Madam Chair, let me wrap up before that 5-minute bill goes. This crowd is a little much. A little much. You got one of them lying, talking about I called them MF and B's. You got another one over here constantly been acting a fool, and it's been the same crowd. Now they've tainted some council folks. We didn't start this year out for this nonsense. Just a bunch of nonsense. I'll be voting to move these resolutions to council, but it didn't take all that.
Hold on, wait a minute, Councilman.
Ain't nothing going on around me, is it?
Yeah, it was,
Oh,
and that is not behavior.
What happened?
Yeah, you do not jump like you gonna jump on. We don't do that. We don't
No,
do that.
because I self-defense
We
myself
don't do
and been
that.
and did something.
That is no.
You know, that's how I caught my first felony at age 28.
Councilman Mays,
I'm the type guy, you
Councilman
shoot
Mays,
me
your
in the
time is
head,
up. Your
I'll
time,
die, but
your
you
time
ain't gonna play
is up,
with
or
me.
I'm gonna have to excuse me.
Okay,
Thank
because
you.
I'm full grown, and I don't play.
Madam Chair.
Okay, so here we go again. Councilman Murphy stood up behind Councilman Mays, and he was right behind him as he
Right.
was being, he had to leave the council chambers because I had him removed. Those four will swear on something, even when it's wrong. It's the video that shows. And he gonna try to tell me he will not say Eva did anything wrong. He will not. He defends her, which is ridiculous. People were saying, would you on 5-3, she stood up twice. I didn't get out my seat. 7:19, and that whole time she was talking mess. And then when she says, well, everybody knows you're not going to get out your seat. And Judy said, 5 minute, hit the gavel, 5 minute recess. Everybody stood up. I didn't jump up to whoop her. Everybody got up, but I got up out my seat.
Mhm.
Now,
And I was trying to
I
pull you back.
you know, no, you yanked me back. I ain't no size 4 no more, okay? I'm not a size 6 or a 8. You pulled me back, and I went home and watched. I was like, oh my God. Because you get taken to a point that when you sit in that seat, violence is threatened. I did file 2 police reports. I'm not going to be threatened by this woman. I'm not going to be doing that. It's going to be on record that whatever I have to do to protect myself. But she is consistently, day in and day out, it's violence with her. And it's becoming acceptable. Councilman Murphy standing behind Councilman Mays it's violence. People can laugh because Councilman Mays said, I'm going to self-defense myself. And yes, that part was funny afterwards. But
Mhm.
during that meeting, it was very serious.
You know what? To me, they act like a mob.
Yeah, they
You
do.
know?
They do. They do.
It's like a gang.
It is.
They have a gang mentality.
Mentality.
And word on the street is this. Someone called me. See, I'm real close to the streets, okay? People call and tell me stuff. Somebody called and told me that Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, said that she's after me. She coming for me.
What?
Okay? Yeah, she's coming for me.
She come and gonna do
mean?
what?
Coming for me.
Yeah, what does
What
that
you
mean?
gonna do?
I mean,
What are you gonna do?
She gonna give you 30 days like she was going to give me. I mean, you're gonna be out here for 30 days. You're gonna learn these rules. Well, you might want to learn them charter rules. Don't be accepting gifts.
That as a threat. You coming for me?
That is a
Do
threat.
that mean you gonna what? You gonna shoot up my house? What? You gonna shot?
Well, she told Pastor Thompson, shots fired. Yeah. She cussed them out, called them all, and I say cuss because she called them kind of MFers. She called fake ass pastor. Right. She cussed him out not once but twice. Security was called on her at the library, not on Pastor Thompson. Security was called on her. But then, as she stated,
but you coming at me,
decorum, and that is threatening. So yeah. I won't play too because you would ask me to put up. We can go back to the video, but we need to be at the 5-hour 25-minute mark because I know our time is coming down. 5-hour the Flint City Council meeting at the 5-hour 25-minute mark where she she was given, it wasn't an Oscar winning performance. She might have got Eva. She couldn't have gotten a Tony. 5-hour 25 minutes. So she became the victim. I don't know where in the council Karen handbook that she reads out of that she makes herself the victim. But she is a councilwoman and she should act accordingly. But she's something else.
Playing the victim card.
She's cussed out Dennis Pfeiffer. She's cussed out me. I mean, she's cussed out Mays.
She called me ghetto.
She called you ghetto. She uses microaggression terms. She's a violent woman. She stands to her feet to fight and incite violence. So on here, she's become the victim. So can you play that for us, Mickey? 525.
You would have made that motion before any discussion. I probably would have.
I think I heard Worthing and then Councilperson Mouchette. Go ahead, Ms. Worthing.
I actually shared the video myself of what happened because there was no violence. I try not to say anything because it just more hate gets just thrown at my way all the time. But it is hard to sit here and listen to lies constantly. If I have ever hit anyone, there would be a report. I would have been arrested. And it's just sad to me that it's like over and over, like you're wishing it becomes true. that I actually did something to hurt somebody. I've never hit somebody in my life. So it's just ridiculous to have to go through this over and over ad nauseum. I mean, let's get over it and move on. I stood up to leave. Miss Priestley said, she banged her gavel or whatever, said 5-minute recess, and I stood up. I'm 5'10", with heels, I'm taller. I towered over her. I was over here, she's over there. I didn't even face her. But yet then she turned around and Jerry Winfrey Carter was pulling her back and she's like this in my face. That, since when was I the aggressor? And it's behavior like that, the laughing, the bullying, just the constant lies, just disparaging Miss Priestley and lies on her while she's packing herself. It's so childish. Let's move on. And if you keep bringing it up, we'll never move on. We'll never move this city forward. I have so many things that I could bring up about my hurts. I've been through abuse in this environment for 6 years. I must be mental to stay here because my work has been called. And people accuse me of being a bad teacher because of the racial rhetoric here, when I love my students and they loved me. They knew nothing about this. They didn't learn till later, till they started watching TikToks. And then they came up to me and said, Miss Worthing, why do you let them treat you like that? Why are they talking to you like that? You're my teacher. I want to go to a meeting and defend you. That's what they said to me. And it's sad. I can't even go and be an educator. That is my main job. That is my passion. And I am sorry, but this is ridiculous. I'm sorry you don't have another job, Ms. Burns. I do, and I care about it.
Madam Chair,
So
I
leave
do
me
have
alone, please, leave me alone. It's wrong. And if anything, I should file a police report for the harassment I've received to my work. I'm sorry, whoever in the audience said that finds it funny that harassment of a working woman, a single mother, that goes to school and works her heart out to care about others is funny. I worry about my children's safety. I have 2 Ring cameras now because now there's people out there filming, saying horrible things about me and others. I have 2 young children, and some of us see our children. And I see mine all the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Worthing. I believe Ms. Mashat.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My plea remains the same, right? Just listening from someone who was not here.
That's a true example of her weaponizing her victimhood. Just she always played the victim card. Always.
She's the attacker, the aggressor, and then she wants to play the victim.
Yeah.
She's playing the starring role in all of this,
Right.
but she don't get an Oscar for that performance.
And she baited you that night, the whole night.
She
would
does it
make
every
little
meeting.
comments.
And I like her. I said, I don't talk to you. I don't like you. I'm very clear.
She made little comments the
So
whole
when she
night.
talks about her job, I've never called her job. That's just a flat out lie. I've never called her
I've
job.
never called her job.
No, never.
But does
But her
she
job
realize-
should know. But this is
Right.
her 3rd job.
But does she realize people watch her?
Right.
So
And they
many
do. And so she got fired from, was it Kersley School? One of those schools. Her last school, that I believe they told her, the internet school, that she had to either get off council or she was going to be terminated.
Mhm.
And so she went over to Hamady High School. She teaches at Hamady High School. And I have a problem with anyone who teaches hate and division. If you aren't the same in your professional life as you are in your entire life, she should not be teaching young Black girls who aspire to be
Right.
young adult Black women, because she can't teach. She doesn't like Black women. She
does.
doesn't like Black women. And it's something that's on her.
And she's gonna turn on Liddell. Oh, she's gonna turn on her.
She turned on Winters.
Yeah.
They were best friends. She turned
Right.
on her.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she turns on people. Something is wrong with her. feed into her garbage. I don't care for her. Um, I don't. And she's the problem. She's not there, but to be a distraction when she's there. She does have the worst attendance on the council ever. She's never done anything I can think for her ward. Matter of fact, she's got an issue in her ward that she probably needs to handle. But I'll get on that. And Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, I guess when we left, made the comment that I need to quit going to people's ward. No, Councilwoman Lewis, you
If
need
they-
to start answering the phone
Right.
calls in your
And
ward.
if they call me, I'm gonna help
Right.
them.
Because they're calling me because you're not answering, like pump station number 5, when you said it's not your fault that you have 2 homes and you don't have a shop vac on your back and you were in Maryland. Those people needed real help. So I'm gonna do the job. And if you don't want to do the job, Liddell, quit.
And one lady called me. She said the reason she called me was because she didn't want to deal with her.
Right.
With
I don't.
Liddell
Right.
Lewis.
How did they get? She gonna tell me, well, she needs to forward those calls to me. Oh no, honey. Tonya Burns is not a secretary. I don't do your secretarial work. I don't do that. What you need to do when they call you and email you, answer your phone, return the emails, and be respectful to the people that you represent. Be respectful. All them people that you told them you didn't have a shop vac on your back when they had boo boo and urine and toilet paper, raw feces in their basement, that's in your ward. Pump station number 5 is in your ward. And so if I'm answering, and not only answering, I took them claim sheets because you were missing in action. You didn't answer your phone. She is a liar. A liar. And by the way, as Quincy Murphy said, if the shoe fit, wear it. They both better be thinking about that money that they took from that from Ashley Capital. I mean, you didn't disclose it. They have no business voting on Ashley Capital. They have no business voting on Ashley Capital. Now I know we didn't have enough time to get into everything because there's so much to unpack in this time. And Councilwoman Winfrey Carter was like, I try to give her my run and show, and I'm like, it's so much that's going on. But I want to make sure that we stay because I know we have Melissa Mays here, and I want everyone to stay tuned to her show because Melissa is on it. You know, we missed yet another deadline, and they're stating that we have got the service lines replaced and repaired. And listen, that's a lie. I'm gonna call it as it is. I got a home on Norbert Street. I got one on Thomas Street. I had someone call me about Ken Street. Someone texted me about a home which is in the first ward on Darrell Drive. So when you work for the community, if I'm not able to answer my phone, I want all my colleagues to fill in the gap for me. Right. When Councilman Pfeiffer was out he was ill, I told him, you get better because I want you back here. Get better. And what I will do, send all the calls to me. And I took all his calls for his residents because that's what you're supposed to do. Liddell is the vice president of Flint City Council. She doesn't have the capability to bring this council together. She's a divider. She is a separator. She doesn't get it. She's a liar. She doesn't state the truth. She was looking for a trash can. Look at the video. Either to believe her or your lying eyes is what she's saying.
Came in day one, dividing the council. I mean, she made a comment about me, right?
She didn't like you, and I didn't understand why she didn't like you. And from that day, and it was like she picked at you, like when she gave you that warning. And she does. She bucks her eyes like me. I'm like,
so I said,
yeah, she does.
While
she
you looking at me,
but she does it to me. She does it to everybody. She was doing it to me. I guess she was looking at me at that last meeting, looking down, and then she went to clap. I said, "You clapping?" I mean, how condescending. You in a leadership role. She has no business being at the Woodrow. She has no business being at the Woodrow Stanley Leadership Committee meetings. None of those, because she doesn't exhibit leadership. I don't want my Black leaders or any leaders acting like her. Right. She should not be there. She does not exhibit leadership skills. So as much as she keeps going in and, like I said, condescending, she's dismissive, she's disruptive. She's a divider. Something is wrong with her. Unprofessional is Quincy.
Janky.
That video was janky. That video. So I want everybody to stay tuned in because Melissa Mays is going to give you an update on what's going on with the water, with the service lines. You know, she's done a lot of work and kept, track of everything, and she's sharing it with everyone. So I just want to say, Mickey, thank you for, again, we didn't get, thank you for being the tech guru. And, we had a little bit of technical difficulty at first, but it was all good. And Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter, thank you for being here.
And thank you
And I'm
for
gonna
the
have
invitation.
to have you
Invite
back.
me back.
And
Hey.
listen, we got a whole list.
We got things
uncover.
to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't know about that Rolls Royce of a
Listen,
lawnmower.
right.
The
But
X mark.
we have so much to talk about. It's
So
a
much.
lot.
Well, I know you cannot buy Tonya Burns' vote. And when we talk about that Ashley Capital, people, you need to be down there. No one has gotten any ARPA funds, and they're receiving $13,000-$14,000 lawnmowers. Nothing, no home repairs have been given to city council residents. Liddell Lewis and Judy Priestley are the ad hoc committee.
Right.
They have not had one meeting yet since November 2021 have they held to update the residents with the ARPA funds. That is your money. You need to fill that auditorium. They getting kickbacks. Those look like kickbacks to me when I asked Ashley Capital, and there were witnesses there. So you better look out for yourself because they're not looking out for you. I'm just saying it. Stay tuned for Melissa Mays. I want to tell everybody thank you for tuning in. Thank you for still click like and share, because listen, we put the videos up. As Liddell Lewis said, you need to bring your receipts. I brought all the receipts today, and it's in video. Y'all have a beautiful Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And listen, peace out.